in this video here, I wanted to talk for a quick second about virtual reality versus reality. And, you know, gaming's a big thing and all that kind of stuff. And I've never been a person that's really been that big into video games at all. But, you know, due to like getting certain equipment donated and things like that, and you know, I was able to build a simulator. And there's a lot of simulator action going on because of COVID and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, let's try it out. And so there's so many people that do simulator racing and things like that, that I was like, all right, well, let's compare the virtual world to the real world. And I'll tell you this already, I suck at the virtual world completely. So I've only done it a few times, but and in this is as accurate as it gets. It's a laser, you know, scan track, same as Gateway, exact. It's the same track. It's my car, you know. So I'm gonna do it real quick here for a minute, and then we will go to the real track and do it over there, and then we'll talk about what was real and what wasn't real and how they compared. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a quick try now. We're in pit lane. We're driving a Radical SR3. All right, so we're coming out here. Just kind of gotta warm up the tires. Got a little too much rear brake in it. Now let's go to the track. All right, it's time to get dressed and see what we can do. Now I love it in those videos where they do that weird thing and all of a sudden they're dressed. So I don't know if they like hit this or what they do to do that, but bang, whatever. Bang! I guess that's how it works. I mean, now I'm dressed, right? Okay, so we're gonna go out and see how the reality is of the track. Unless I get special ARs, you know, but
this was just some kind of a thing to move.
Oh, yeah.
He said he had a guy, 72-year-old guy. He said, myself.
So the day's over. So what did we learn? We learned that reality and virtual world are definitely not the same. I could say that the virtual world actually in a roundabout way was in some ways more difficult
because you don't have the feeling of G-forces and things of that nature. So it makes it hard to tell what the car is doing. Now I'm sure you get used to it, just like with playing any video game or doing anything in life. You'll get used to it and you'll adapt and everything else. But like I've said before, the biggest difference is that you don't have that physical risk. You know what I mean? Sure, you can just do it. Just go for it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, when I was going through that oval section there, you can't even tell it on film, but I mean, I'm like grunting and trying to hold that wheel because it's wanting to pull the car so hard to the wall that it is very difficult. And then in your mind, you're thinking, okay, is a tire going to explode? Is a wing going to fail? You know, I mean, is another part going to fail in the car and make it go flying out of control? And you got concrete all around you. So in the virtual world, you're like, oh, that's funny. And you laugh and you watch the video of the car flipping over the fence or doing whatever it's doing. But you don't obviously want that to happen in reality. So, you know, those are the things that really separate the two items. Now, can the virtual world be really neat and helpful? Yeah, it can like teach you like, you know, how to do a track. What's it going to basically be like? Like, do you go right or left at the end of the straightaway? So those things are very helpful. Even if it's like touring a museum, I mean, you can like tour it first in the virtual world. And then so when you get there, you're like, oh, okay, I know this is over there, and, you know, make your experience even better. So in the end, the virtual world is definitely different than the reality. No matter how much work they do and how much they say, oh, the system in the software is perfect, virtual world is digital, ones and zeros, and the real world is analog, a smooth curve of different things and laws of physics that we don't even really know what they are. So they're helpful with each other and they're companions with each other, but they're not the same. And that's just all there is to it. So, all right, I think that's it. Sorry to waste 6 minutes of 7 minutes probably of everybody's life. And I hope at least my mom enjoyed this video. So, we're going to have to do a lot of cutting here. And see where that, you know, oh man, I don't know what I'm even talking about here anymore. I'm just like going on about nothing. All right. The key part, my arm's getting tired. They're useful. No. All right. So in the end, they're